Could a simple penny from 2001 be the key to unlocking a fortune? Imagine rummaging through your change jar and stumbling upon a coin worth not just a few cents but potentially hundreds, thousands, or even more. It sounds almost too good to be true, but the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. The 2001 US penny may seem ordinary at first glance, but some of these coins hold secrets that have left collectors stunned. From minting errors to rare variations, this tiny coin has captivated the attention of numismatists and treasure hunters alike. Stick with me to the end of this journey because the story behind the 2001 penny could change the way you look at your spare change forever. The 2001 penny is part of the Lincoln series, a design that has been a cornerstone of American coinage for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the design was created by the renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner. It features Lincoln's profile on the obverse, front, side of the coin, a tribute to one of America's most iconic presidents. By 2001, the penny was still proudly bearing this design, though the reverse side depicted the Lincoln Memorial, a detail that had been in place since 1959. These coins were struck at two main mints, Philadelphia and Denver. Each mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies in 2001, and their mint marks, P for Philadelphia and D for Denver, are small details on the coin that collectors pay close attention to. While the vast majority of 2001 pennies are common and carry little more than their face value, a select few have errors or unique features that make them highly sought after. Let's talk about what makes the 2001 penny so intriguing to collectors. For starters, it was minted at a time when copper-plated zinc had become the standard composition for pennies. Since 1982, pennies have been primarily made of zinc with a thin copper coating. This shift was driven by the rising cost of copper, and while it didn't change the outward appearance of the coin, it introduced a new set of potential errors during the minting process. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 2001 penny is the possibility of minting errors. These errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production, creating unique quirks that can dramatically increase a coin's value. One common error seen in pennies from this era is the double die. This happens when the coin's design is struck more than once, causing certain elements, like letters or numbers, to appear doubled. On a 2001 penny, you might find this doubling on words like liberty or in God we trust. These errors are rare, but when they occur, they transform a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream. Another error to look out for is the off-center strike. This occurs when the blank coin, or planchet, isn't properly aligned with the dies during minting. The result is a coin where the design is shifted, leaving part of the surface blank. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin, especially if the date and mint mark are still visible. There's also the possibility of finding pennies struck on foreign planchets. Sometimes, errors in the minting process lead to pennies being struck on blanks meant for other coins or even different currencies. These errors are incredibly rare and often fetch high prices at auctions. Then there are die cracks, which occur when the die used to strike the coin develops a flaw, creating raised lines or shapes on the coin's surface. Each die crack is unique, making these coins one-of-a-kind treasures. While not all die cracks add significant value, some can turn a regular penny into a piece worth hundreds of dollars. So, how can you tell if your 2001 penny is one of these valuable rarities? The key is careful examination. Start by taking a close look at the coin under a magnifying glass or microscope. Pay attention to the details. Do the letters and numbers appear normal, or is there any sign of doubling? Check the edges of the coin for signs of an off-center strike, and use a digital scale to weigh the coin. A standard 2001 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If it's noticeably lighter or heavier, it could be an indicator of a rare error. Once you've identified a potential treasure, the next step is determining its value. The condition of the coin plays a crucial role here. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades representing better conditions. A penny in mint state, MS, condition, free of scratches and wear, will be worth far more than a heavily circulated coin. Some of the most valuable 2001 pennies are those that combine high grades with rare errors or variations. That if you think you've struck gold with your 2001 penny, the next question is, where do you sell it? Reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers are excellent options for rare coins. Online platforms like eBay can also be lucrative, but it's essential to be cautious of scams and counterfeit coins. For high-value coins, consider having them professionally graded by organizations like the PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. But here's the real twist. Among all the 2001 pennies out there, there's one specific feature that makes certain coins stand out above the rest. This feature is a rare minting error that has collectors buzzing, a double die on the word liberty. Coins with this error are incredibly scarce, and when they do appear at auctions, the bidding wars can be fierce. Imagine owning a coin that sells for thousands of dollars, all because of a small, overlooked detail. Think about it. How many pennies have you handled in your lifetime? How many times have you glanced at your change without a second thought? The truth is, there could be a treasure hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered. The next time you sort through your coins, take a closer look. That 2001 penny in your pocket might just be worth far more than its humble appearance suggests. If you've enjoyed uncovering the secrets of the 2001 penny, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Have you ever found a rare coin? Tell us your story in the comments below. And if you're ready to learn about even more hidden treasures in your change, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll dive into the world of rare quarters. You won't want to miss it. Until then, happy hunting. Could a simple penny from 1975 be worth a fortune? Imagine that small copper coin sitting in your jar, potentially carrying a secret worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. It might sound unbelievable, but the story behind the 1975 penny is far more intriguing than most people realize. From hidden errors to rare variations, there's so much about this coin that has captivated collectors and enthusiasts worldwide. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why a coin you once overlooked could be worth more than you ever imagined. So, let's dive in, but first, let me ask you this. What if I told you one of these pennies could be worth 1,000 times its face value? Let's uncover the truth together. The 1975 penny is part of the long-standing Lincoln series, a coin designed by the talented Victor David Brenner. It's an enduring design that first debuted in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. But by 1975, while the design had remained largely unchanged, the world was different, and so was the way coins were made. The 1975 penny was struck in both Philadelphia and Denver mints, and though millions of them were produced, not all are created equal. These pennies are made of copper and zinc, with 95% copper dominating their composition. On the front, or obverse side, there's Lincoln's iconic profile, gazing to the right. Flip it over, and you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a detail introduced in 1959 to replace the earlier weak design. Look closer, though, and you'll start to notice small features that make this coin special. Those subtle details are what coin collectors obsess over. But here's the thing, not every 1975 penny is ordinary. Some contain secrets so rare and unusual that experts still marvel at their origins today. But what makes a 1975 penny extraordinary? The answer lies in its errors and variations. These aren't just imperfections, they're unique quirks born out of the minting process, and they're what transform an ordinary coin into a treasure worth chasing. One such error is the double die. This happens when a coin's design is struck more than once, creating a doubled image. On some 1975 pennies, you'll notice letters or numbers that appear doubled, particularly in words like liberty or in God we trust. Imagine holding one of these coins, knowing its rarity can make it a collector's dream. Then, there are off-center strikes, where the design doesn't align perfectly, leaving part of the penny blank. The degree of the off-center strike determines its value. Coins with visible dates and clear designs are especially prized. And let's not forget about pennies struck on foreign planchets, materials meant for coins of other denominations or even currencies. These oddities stand out due to their unusual weight or composition. There are even cases of die cracks, where imperfections in the die create unique lines or shapes on the penny. These errors make each coin distinctive, as no two cracks are ever exactly alike. Some of these pennies have sold for hundreds, if not thousands, at auction. And here's the real kicker: most people don't even realize they own one. So, how can you tell if your 1975 penny is one of these rare treasures? The secret lies in careful examination. First, grab a magnifying glass and take a closer look. Pay attention to the details, the lettering, the date, and the edges of the coin. Do you notice any doubling? Any anomalies in the surface or alignment of the design? Next, check the weight. A standard 1975 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If it's significantly lighter or heavier, it could indicate a planchet error. You might also want to invest in a coin grading scale or consult a trusted guidebook to help identify key features. Coin grading plays a massive role in determining a penny's value. A penny in pristine mint state, MS, condition could fetch far more than one that's been heavily circulated. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades representing better conditions. An MS 65 or higher 1975 penny with a rare error could be worth an astonishing sum. Once you've identified a potential treasure, the next step is knowing where to sell it. Reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers are great places to start. Online platforms like eBay can also be lucrative, but be cautious of scams and counterfeit coins. If you're serious about getting top dollar, consider getting your penny professionally graded by organizations like the PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. But here's where things get really exciting. Among all the 1975 pennies out there, there's one specific variation that collectors go wild for. This is the ultimate prize, a penny with a double die on the word Liberty or In God We Trust. These coins are so rare that even seasoned collectors dream of finding one. And when they do show up at auctions, the bidding wars can reach astonishing heights. Now, take a moment to think about that jar of coins sitting at home. Have you ever gone through it, really looking at each penny? Because the next time you check, you might just find a 1975 penny that could change your life. Imagine discovering a coin that sells for thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it all starts with a simple, overlooked penny. So, the next time you receive change or sort through a pile of coins, remember, hidden treasures often come in the most unassuming forms. That penny in your pocket could be worth a small fortune, if you know what to look for. If this video has inspired you to take a closer look at your change, let us know in the comments. Have you ever found a rare coin? Share your story, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories about the world of coins. And if you're ready to learn about the rarest quarters ever minted, stay tuned for our next episode. You won't want to miss it. Until then, happy hunting. Could a single penny hiding in your pocket right now be worth a fortune? What if I told you that one unassuming coin could transform from a mere cent to hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars? Sounds impossible, right? But it's true. Today, we're diving into the incredible secrets of the 2005 US penny, a tiny treasure that's been hiding in plain sight. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes some of these coins so valuable and how to spot one for yourself. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. The 2005 US penny is more than just a coin, it's a potential goldmine for those in the know. Whether it's a rare minting error, an overlooked detail, or a collector's dream variation, this little copper-coated coin has been stirring excitement among numismatists and treasure hunters alike. But why 2005? What's so special about that year? And how could such a common coin be hiding such extraordinary value? Let's take a closer look at the design, the history, and the features that have made this penny a secret star in the world of rare coins. What if I told you that not all 2005 pennies are created equal? In fact, there's one feature, so rare, so valuable, that experts still debate its origins. Let's uncover it together. The story of the 2005 penny begins with a design that's as iconic as it is historic. For over a century, the image of Abraham Lincoln has graced the front of the U.S. penny, and this tradition continued in 2005. Designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909, the Lincoln portrait on the obverse, or front, side of the penny remains one of the most recognized symbols of American currency. But in 2005, something unique was happening behind the scenes. These pennies were minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While most of us pay little attention to the tiny mint marks on our coins, they hold the key to unlocking the value of a rare find. And here's where things start to get interesting. While the majority of 2005 pennies were made from a copper-plated zinc composition, subtle differences in the minting process have given rise to a range of valuable variations. The reverse side of the penny features the Lincoln Memorial, another iconic American image. But did you know that even this design, seemingly uniform, can hold secrets? Tiny details in the lettering, the columns of the memorial, and even the surface texture can differentiate a common coin from one worth thousands of dollars. Collectors have spent years studying these subtleties, and you won't believe what they've discovered. But wait, there's more to this story. Not all 2005 pennies look the same. Some of them have features so rare, so unusual, that they've left experts scratching their heads. Could one of these rare variations be hiding in your pocket change right now? Let's take a closer look. Now, let's talk about what really gets collectors excited: errors and variations. These are the coins that were never meant to exist, the mistakes that slipped through quality control, and the anomalies that turned ordinary pennies into extraordinary treasures. And the 2005 penny has its fair share of these surprises. First, we have die cracks. Picture this: the dies used to strike pennies develop tiny cracks over time, and when they're used to mint coins, those cracks leave behind unique lines or shapes on the surface. These aren't scratches, they're birthmarks that make each affected penny one of a kind. Some collectors will pay handsomely for a die crack penny, especially if the crack creates a striking or unusual pattern. Then, there are off-center strikes. These are pennies where the design is noticeably misaligned, with parts of the image missing or shifted to one side. Off-center coins are fascinating to look at, and their value can range from a few dollars to hundreds, depending on the severity of the error, but the real jackpot lies in double dies. This happens when the coin's design is struck twice, slightly out of alignment, creating a doubling effect. Look closely at the letters "In Liberty" or "In God We Trust" on a 2005 penny. If you see a faint shadow or doubling, you might just be holding a small fortune. Double dies are some of the most sought-after errors in the world of coin collecting, and a confirmed 2005 double die penny could fetch thousands at auction. And here's something even rarer: pennies struck on foreign planchets. Imagine a 2005 penny minted not on its intended copper-plated zinc but on a planchet meant for another coin entirely. These errors are incredibly scarce, and their value skyrockets because of their rarity. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I know if my 2005 penny is one of these rare treasures? And more importantly, where can I sell it for the highest price? Don't worry, we'll cover that next. If you've made it this far, you're probably itching to start searching through your spare change. But before you do, let's talk about how to identify and value your 2005 penny. After all, not every coin with a blemish or imperfection is worth a fortune, and it takes a trained eye to spot the real gems. First, you'll need the right tools. A simple magnifying glass or, better yet, a jeweler's loupe will help you examine your coins up close. A digital coin scale is also a must-have, especially when checking for planchet errors. And don't forget a good reference guide. Many collectors swear by the Red Book for accurate coin valuations. Start by examining the mint mark. Is it a P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or an S for San Francisco? Mint marks can significantly impact a coin's value, especially if you're dealing with a rare error or variation. Next, look for surface anomalies. Is that scratch just wear and tear, or is it a die crack? Is the design misaligned, or do you see signs of doubling in the lettering? Pay close attention to the weight as well. If your 2005 penny is heavier or lighter than expected, you might have a rare planchet error on your hands. Condition is everything when it comes to valuing coins. Collectors use a grading system to determine a coin's condition, ranging from poor, P, to mint state, MS. An MS 65 or higher 2005 penny with a rare error could be worth a small fortune. But how do you sell it? Reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or platforms like eBay are great places to start. Just be cautious of scams and counterfeit coins. Always authenticate your finds before selling. But wait, there's one specific feature on the 2005 penny that makes it a true collector's dream. It's so rare, so valuable, that only a handful have ever been discovered. What is it? Let's reveal it. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the ultimate secret of the 2005 penny. Among the many variations and errors, one stands out as the most elusive and valuable of them all, the double die obverse. Imagine finding a penny where the word liberty appears twice, slightly shifted. Or where the motto, "In God We Trust," has a ghostly shadow. These aren't printing mistakes, they're minting errors that make the coin incredibly rare. Even more astonishing, some 2005 pennies have been found with a mysterious anomaly in their design, one that defies easy explanation. Experts believe it could be the result of a rare minting mishap, but its exact cause remains a mystery. What's clear, however, is that these pennies are worth their weight in gold, sometimes literally. So, how can you make sure you don't miss out on a potential windfall? Start searching. Check your pockets, your piggy banks, and those forgotten jars of coins in the back of your closet. You never know when a rare 2005 penny might turn up. That penny in your pocket could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, if you know what to look for. So, what are you waiting for? Start searching, and don't forget to share your discoveries in the comments below. Who knows? Your find could be the star of our next video. And speaking of next videos, stay tuned, we'll be diving into the rarest quarters ever minted. You won't want to miss it.